Hey guys, Paradox Cubing here, and in this video I'll be going over some F2L example solves for beginners. So when I say beginners, I mean people who've just seen my F2L tutorial video and they mostly get the concept of F2L, but they need a little bit more help getting through it, and so here I'm going to be doing some F2L example solves to try and help those people get through F2L and try to get the idea and concept of how it works. So maybe you just need a little bit more help trying to get through it, and so here are some F2L example solves, and hopefully they should help you. Alright, so the first scramble is right up there if you want to follow along with me. Hold yellow on top and green in front, and do those moves. So once you've done the first solve, you should have a cross that looks like this, and you don't have to follow along with me, but people have said that it's easier, so you can choose to or not to, it's your choice. But anyways, let's get started. The first F2L case that I see is this blue and red one. So I see that both the pieces are already in the top layer, so we're done that step. What I'm going to do now is, since I know that white is on top, I'm going to match up the side color of this edge piece. So once you have the side color matching up with its center, you're going to look at the top color, which in this case is red, and you're going to move that away from its matching center. So we're going to move this edge piece away from the red center, and you just do it like that. And now you have this corner piece here, so you're going to move it behind the edge piece so it lines up on top of it. And when you bring it back down, you have this pair solved. And now we can insert that and have our first F2L pair done. Next, I see I have this green and orange pair, and its corresponding edge piece is also in the top layer. And what I'm going to do is bring this over the slot where it has to go. So green and orange is going to be above the green and orange centers. So I see that the white is facing me, and I want this edge piece to come back here so that it makes a pair. And to do that, what I'm going to do is hide this corner piece, and I'm going to move it to the back like that. I'm going to hide it. And now I can move this edge pair freely wherever I want, and I want it to be here because when I bring this corner piece back up, it'll make that pair right there. And now that I have this pair, I can insert it right here. Moving on, I see that we have this blue and orange pair, and I'm just going to hold it like this. So for this one, we have to bring out this blue and orange edge piece in the top layer, and I'm just going to bring it out like that. Pretty simple. You could take it out differently, it doesn't really matter. And what that's done is it's already set up this case where I can just bring the corner piece towards the edge, and then insert that. Moving on, we see we have the same case as the first one where you have the white on the corner piece facing up. And to solve this one, you're going to look at the edge piece and match it up with the center color again. And then you're going to move the top color away from its matching center. So I'm going to move this edge piece away from the red center. And then I'm going to line this corner piece up with the edge. And when I bring this center down, I see that I have my pair solved. And now I can insert that. And F2L is complete. Now you can just go ahead and solve the rest of your cube and then do the next scramble. So for the next scramble, just hold yellow on top, green in front again, and do these moves right up here. So you should have a white cross solved like this again, and now we can start doing F2L. So the first thing I see is this green and red corner piece, and I'm going to find its corresponding edge, which is back here. And I'm just going to take this out like this, and you can really take it out anyway, as I explained previously, but I took it out like that. And now what I'm going to do is move the corner piece above its two centers, above the slot where it's going to go. And now I know that I have a case where I have to hide the corner piece because the top two colors are the same. So I'm going to hide this corner piece just like this. And now I can move this edge freely wherever I want, and I'm going to move it right here. So when I bring this corner piece back up, it makes this pair. And now I can insert it into this slot. Next, right away I see this corner piece, the blue and red, and the corresponding edge piece is right here. So this is the second case from the last solve, so I'm going to move the corner piece above this, the slot where it's going to go into, and I'm going to hide it again, so I'm going to put this at the back, hide it like that. And now I can move this edge piece freely, so I'm going to bring it behind the corner piece. And now it's solved. So I'm going to insert this. And while I was at it, I accidentally solved this F2L pair, which is a good thing. So I'll just insert that as well. So here is our last case where I have these two pieces and they're already in the top layer. I just want to split them up now so I could put the edge piece in this left or in this back spot. And to do that, I'll have to hide the corner piece. But if you'll notice, if I go to hide the corner piece, this back slot will get messed up. So let's say I want to move this edge here. Now I just messed up this F2L pair, so you don't want to do that. To make sure you don't do that, you're gonna hold the top of the cube and rotate the bottom so you have the empty slot in the back. And now when you go to hide this piece, since this is already scrambled, it won't matter if you mess it up. So you can put the split these up like this, and you can return the bottom two layers like that. And now we have this case. So to solve this, I'm going to look at the side color of the edge piece, which is green, and I'm going to match it up with the green center. And then the top color is orange, so I'll move that away from this orange center, just like that. And now you're going to move the corner to line it up with the edge. So when you bring this down, you have this pair solved. And now you can insert it, and now we're done F2L. Moving on to our last solve, here's the scramble if you want to follow along again. There we are, we have our cross solved, and now we can move on to F2L. So the first thing I see is this green, red, and white corner piece in the top layer, and this is the only corner piece we have in the top layer, so we're going to have to work with this one. Let's say you didn't have that corner piece here, and it was just like in the bottom layer like this, and you didn't have any white corner pieces in the top layer. What you would do is take out any one and then go off of that. But luckily we already have this one, so we're going to have to use that. And its corresponding edge piece is right here, so we're going to take this out into the top layer. And to do that, I'll just take it out like that. I could have taken it out the other way, but it doesn't really matter. So for this, I'm going to move the corner piece above the green and red centers because that's where it's going to go into. And now since I know that the top two colors are the same, I want this edge piece to come behind the corner piece so it makes that pair. And to do that, I'm going to hide this corner piece. Since the white is on the right side, I'm going to hide it like this. So let's say the white sticker was facing you. In that case, you would have to put the corner in the back and hide it like that. But it's like this, so we're not going to worry about that right now. So to solve this, we're going to hide this corner piece like that, bring the edge behind it, and make that pair. Then we can just insert that, and we have our first F2L pair solved. Next, I noticed that we got this pair free, so I'm going to solve this one by taking out this edge piece like that. And now I have this green and orange corner piece and the green and red edge piece in the top layer. And if I move the corner over where it has to go, I'll notice that I have these two set up perfectly. So this is just like one of those cases that you would see if the white was on the right side, but the white's facing you. So if you just rotate the cube, now the white's on the left side. We have the two pieces set up and the top two colors are different. So now I'm going to make sure that this corner is above the green and orange centers because the two colors are green and orange. And we have that. So what I'm going to do is move this corner towards the edge piece to make that pair. Connect it with that center piece, and now I'm going to bring this down. And that solves the pair. Next, I see that I have these two pieces that I need to solve, blue and red. So I'm going to move that above the blue and red center pieces. And now I need to split these up because they're both already in the top layer. So I just need to split these two pieces apart. And to do that, I'm going to hide the corner piece, but I can't hide it because the back slot is already full. So I'm going to hold the top layer again and move the bottom two layers so that this back slot is now empty. And now when I go to split it up, I can do that freely without messing up anything else. So now we have these two pieces split up, and you can move the bottom two layers back. And now what we're going to do is match up the side color with the center. So like this, we have the side color matched up. And I'm going to look at the top color, which is blue, and move it away from the blue centerpiece. And then move the edge right above this edge that you just moved away. And when you bring that back down, you'll have this pair solved, and you can insert that. Moving on to our final case, these two pieces, blue and orange. This is the same case as you would see on beginner's method. And you could go about solving it like this, but I'm going to show you how you would solve it in F2L. There is a much easier way to solve this. Using like a little algorithm, or like if you know advanced F2L, but for this I'm just going to show you how to do it the way I'm showing you the rest of F2L. So that means I would bring out this corner piece in the top layer, and now since they're touching each other, I'm going to have to split them up. So to do that, I'm going to make sure that this back slot is empty, and I'm just going to rotate that bottom two layers so that this back slot is now a scrambled one. So when I go to split these two up, it won't make a difference to that back slot. So now these two are split up. When I move the bottom two layers back, I'll notice that I had this case again. I'm going to rotate this, since the white's facing me, I'm going to rotate it so it turns into that same case that you would see on the right hand side, but now it's on the left side. So for this, I'm going to hold it like this, and since it's already set up like I want it to be, I'm going to move this corner piece towards the edge piece to make that pair. Now I'm going to connect that with this cross piece and bring that down. Now we have F2L completely solved. So unfortunately, those are all the solves I can show you guys in this video. If you did find this video helpful and you want to see more solves, because I didn't go over many cases in this video, there are tons more cases, and if you get stuck or anything and you want to see more cases, then let me know if you want me to make another video like this. I might even make a series if this goes well. So if you guys do find this video helpful, please let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up, and I might make another one. So also, if you have any suggestions for feedback, if I'm moving too fast or too slow, then let me know as well. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.